Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's part two. Let's continue where we left off. You know the old talk of control-coded lists. Well, this is what they will be using. People exposing the truth about Benghazi, killing the U.S. dollar. Even those questioning Obama's legal status and ability to be president are the current targets, and they had 5 long years to get to this point. The ugly truth is that these politics and practices did not start under Obama, but long before this is about the killing of our Constitution, constitutional republic, the murder of our country and the stripping of our rights, while many have been pursuing with one asset, few have seen the biggest asset. This is the end game for all the members. I don't know that word. He stated. Okay. Then it says more to come. Please plead my source. Get this information out while you can. Tell people what I'm saying, that we don't have much time. That after the latest exploder of spying, Obama, Janet Efron, and others, including members of Congress, have put their plans into higher grade. This is about the mixture takeover of America. This is about our country being able to survive another July 4th holiday. This is about a world war about to break out that will kill millions of people, all because of the agenda of this administration. Okay, right here, ladies and gentlemen. They are very dangerous and will do anything and everything to stop the of negative information that is being reported by the mainstream media, but only about the corner of the real information is being reported. The other 3/4 will be the game charter. But first, tell people what I've said. Let them know that more will follow, but get the information out right now while the internet is still recently free. Do it today. My source provides internet information, but I am abiding by his wish to get this much out. I am writing now to let people know that we're in for serious dangers times ahead, deadly times, war and censorship under the control of authority and under the pretext of national security. It's about to get a lot ugly. Stay tuned. That's the end of the article, ladies and gentlemen. And this is not a conspiracy. This is for real, ladies and gentlemen. Like, for those of you that have been watching my videos, this is what I've been saying all along. Not because I know everything. I don't know everything. It's because I know what my Bible tells me. The Bible tells me that this whole entire world is going to be under a single government, a one world government. Okay, this is all Bible prophecy coming to pass right before our very eyes. And I want to say this to the Rockefellers, to the Rothschilds, to Bill Clinton, to Henry Kissinger, and to the Queen of the Netherlands and Queen Beatrix. We are not your slaves. We are not your property. We do not belong to you. We know about your plan to reproduce the world's population to 90%, as Henry Kissinger pinned in, what year was that in? Henry Kissinger pinned 1973, that he said we can use food as a weapon. Now this is their plan, ladies and gentlemen. They want to reproduce the world's population to 90%. You can see it on the Georgia Guidestones. to reproduce the world's population, to maintain humanity under 500 million. As Henry Kissinger pinned in 1973, that we can use food as a weapon. And he said, make it your goal to downsize the population for foreign policy. These people are control freaks. So we are not their property, we do not belong to them, and we know your plan to bring in a North American Union where Canada, US, and Mexico emerge into one super country, where we all share the same currency as Europe, just like the European Union. That's what they want to do now. People, this is what's going on. You need to wake up and see what's really going on, because so many people do not comprehend what's actually going on. There's so much stuff going on. These people have advanced so much. They have accomplished so much. They have an African Union. They have an Asian Union. They have a European Union. And what is underway right now is a North American Union, where they said Canada, US, and Mexico are going to emerge into one super country. We're going to become one country. We're going to have to share the same currency, which will come into the North American dollar, which this is going to go into Canada, is going to go into dictatorship over the US and Mexico. Because right now, President Obama wants to get rid of the United States military, and he wants to transform them into the UN military, which is a one world army. Because the United Nations is calling for a global political system, which is a global dictator. But the NAFTA thing was set up to fail, ladies and gentlemen. Canada, US, and Mexico are all going to emerge to the European Union. So they can get their one world government running, and that's where it's going to come from. Everyone's going to surrender their national sovereignty over to the European Union. Because the Treaty of Rome in 1957, they ratified and confirmed that the European Union is the revived Roman Empire, and that is what they're calling for global domination control. And they said that we are going to have to go into biometrics. We are not going into biometrics. You can force it on people, but I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. And whoever's listening to this, may you also do the same thing, because they said this is what they're going to do. They're going to have open borders. You can go in and out as you please. Canada, US, and Mexico, we will all be one. We'll be able to go in and out as we please, and we're going to have a biometric identification card where it's going to identify us. They're trying to use this big scam. We're all fighting terrorists. We need to come up with the identity card to match that you are who you say you are, which is a lie. They create a false enemy. So they say we need a safer world, and the only way that we can have a safer world is if we establish a one world government. And this is exactly what they're doing. Because the Prime Minister of the UK, it was right in the newspaper, New World Order to save the earth. They are bringing in a new world order, people. People need to realize that this is for real. This is not a joke. This is reality. These people are control freaks. They're coming after everybody. This whole entire world has been hijacked by globalists, okay? In their whole scheme about global warming. Global warming is not real. They come up with this because they say global warming is a worldwide problem. So we need to act globally, which is a bunch of bull. We need to do stuff to protect the environment. Now they can seize your private property. They can tell you what type of car you can drive, what type of gas you can put in. They can take away factories because they're trying to say we're fighting global warming. But it's not, because these people are having global climate control treaties where they can seize your private property. They can take away your car. They can do whatever. This is about total control, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a global warming. It is global governance, a global government. They're bringing in a one world government. They're already having plans at the G8 and G20 summit. They said we're already coming up with a global constitution, a one world constitution, people, with a global currency. Okay? Even Gordon Brown said it. We are nothing shorter than a global constitution. These people want a one world government, a one world religion, a one world currency, a one world flag, a one world constitution, you name it, a one world economic system, a global military power. And those are the four things. This whole world is going to be one. The Antichrist is going to have four things. Number one, a one world government. Number two, a one world religion. Number 3, a global economic system. And number 4, a global military power. And you have President Obama promising a new international order, a new world order we're all going to have to go into. He said, we're going to a cashless society. It'll be more better for us. Where we're going to have to hand over our biometrics. I'm not doing any of this. This is absolute tyranny, people. And I want you guys to get this. Biometrics is measurements of your body. You're going to have to do your hands. And then you're going to have to put these things on your eyes. So they take a picture of your eyes, and then they take a picture of your face. Now you're in the system. Now you can do an iris scan. You're going to palm scan. They said very soon your face will become your new national ID card. This is all laying the groundwork for the mark of the beast to get people accustomed to a cashless society where they can do it by touching. And then after they're going to say, oh, you can lose that little card that you have, that national ID card that you have. That could be lost, so might as well just take a tattoo on your right hand or on your forehead. You won't have to worry. It's on you permanently, so you don't have to worry about leaving the house without it. You don't have to worry about carrying these papers around with you because you have your ID stamped on you. You see what they're doing, people? This is a global government. This is Satan's government being set up right before us. So this is all I want to let you guys be aware of. This is what's going on. And they said very soon you're going to have to thumb scan to go on the internet, or you'll do an iris scan. And you're going to have to thumb scan to travel. You're going to have to digitally thumb scan people. Well, if they're talking about getting rid of the internet, they're going to be messing up lots of people's lives. There's lots of people that go to work, their work is on the internet. Like people that work for insurance, people that work for other things. Or maybe they're going to be, like I said, censorship. You're not going to be able to do certain things. Right away, if they see you type in a certain word, boom, they shut it off right away. Total control. This is like totalitarianism, Nazi Germany, communist Russia. No more freedom. Our liberty, our freedoms are gone. Thrown out the window. They are bringing global government, people. So I just wanted to sound this alarm, to let you guys be aware of it. You guys can think I'm crazy, I'm a whack, go right ahead. You guys are going to see this come down the line. Because these people, they created World War II. For what reason? Why did they create World War II? So they can create the European Union and the United Nations. Before it was called the League of Nations until it progressed to the United Nations. And the United Nations does not stand for the United States Constitution. It stands for world government. These people are laying the groundwork for world government. Total control. So how is the North American Union going to come into being? Maybe it's going to happen from some kind of a dollar collapse. When the United States dollar collapses, maybe that's how they're going to bring it in. Now, we all have to come Canada, U.S., and Mexico. It will be better. We won't have to worry about having different kind of currencies. We won't be working as hard. We just have one. But it was set up to fail. They're uniting everything. This world will no longer be divided. Like President Obama says in his own speech, we can no longer afford to be divided. And we're no longer going to be in a divided world. We're all going to be one. One world, one nation, one people. So we all unite in common cause for peace. We need a world government to save the world. And I actually saw it on a piece of paper. Now, it's time for world government. World government, security through world government. They are bringing in world government, people. So this is all I wanted to tell you guys. This is what's happening. This is to have total control over everybody, and we're going to have a global ID. They're making it all sound good. This is to protect you from identity theft. Like they said, electronic tattoos replace internet passwords and all forms of identity. Everybody's going to have a tattoo. This is exactly what the Bible stated over 2,000 years ago. All the technologies are here, and very soon, cash will be obsolete. The way technology is. That's why they want to get rid of cash. We're living in an electronic world where cash is a dinosaur age now. Everything is done electronically, so we're all going to go into biometrics. Everything will be just by a touch of a finger. Very soon, your finger will become your new social security number. Very soon, your DNA will be your data. I can go on, people. This is what's going on. So this is all I got to say. I'm signing off. I just wanted to warn you guys. This is what their plan is, and this is what's coming down the line, because this all lines up with the Bible told us. Total control. He shall devour the whole world, trample it, and break it in pieces. Total control over every aspect of everything. So this is all I got to say, and God bless you all.